Well, my mum actually trained as an actress before she had babies, but then didn't continue with it. So I think I always grew up with that kind of playful, you know, we were always playing dress up and being outrageous characters and all of this kind of stuff. So I grew up with that kind of in me, and I knew that I loved it. It wasn't until I joined a drama group in Cardiff when I was about 14, and I just loved going to the lessons and didn't think of it as a career as such, because I kind of didn't think of it as a real job at that time. And it wasn't until I had my first proper job, which was a film in Cardiff called Submarine, and filming that kind of made me think, right, I've got to have a go at this at least, you know, see what happens. Again, because I had the pump and everything's quite flexible with that, I didn't really find any challenges. I tried to keep things to myself a little bit. I didn't want to shout about it, so I would just test when I got the moment, and it was kind of okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be exactly the same. Just find a drama group where you can just play and, you know, work with other people and feel comfortable with it all, and just enjoy it. Just keep enjoying it. And if you ever have any reservations about telling people about diabetes, because that was something that I struggled with when I was starting out. I didn't know whether to be completely open and honest with everybody, say, look, I'm diabetic, I need to do X, Y, and Z, or to keep it to myself and just deal with it. And whereas I started out keeping it to myself, I've actually learnt recently that people are quite interested in it. And there's been a couple of auditions now which bizarrely, just chatting about, someone said, oh, what's that? And I'd explain what it was, and we'd start talking about diabetes, and it ends up being a really nice meeting because you're just chatting about something normal, and so it's actually saved me a couple of times.